Project 1065, Chapter 70, The Man from Nantucket. I spent the entire air raid reciting English limericks. There once was a farmer from Leeds who swallowed a packet of seeds, I sang as I hauled ammunition to the AA gun. It soon came to pass he was covered with grass, but has all the tomatoes he needs. The other boys stared at me as though I was insane. My jokes were bombing more than the airplanes overhead. I had to admit, they might have gone over better if any of them understood English. I carried on undaunted. There once was a man from Nantucket who kept all his cash in a bucket, but his daughter named Nan ran away with a man and asked for the bucket Nantucket. I laughed at my own joke, which got me more stares. Wait, here's another, I said, handing off another round for the 88. A funny old bird is the pelican. His beak can hold more than his belly can. He can take in his beak enough food for a week, but I don't know how the hell he can. Fritz pulled me aside. What are you doing? He asked me in German. What I was doing was trying to remind SS Obersturmführer that I was fluent in English in case he had forgotten. The SS man was there, overseeing our AA gun, but I couldn't explain that to Fritz. I just went back to work. Dozens more limericks and Englishmen, Scotsmen, and Irishmen jokes later, the air raid was over. We had survived round 2 with the Allied bombers. I just started to sing Danny Boy for everybody when SS Obersturmführer had us line up for our orders. Sir, yes, sir, I said in English and gave my most enthusiastic salute. Heil Hitler. Trumbauer nodded at me. Fritz looked at me strangely. It's time to march, Trumbauer said. We will only go to the bridge and back, so we are not too far away should there be another air raid. Sir, Fritz said, am I excused to work on our special SRD training? Special assassination training, he meant. I knew that now. Yes, of course, Quicks, SS Obersturmführer Trumbauer said. And we need to select a replacement for Max after he died for Germany, don't we? I licked my lips. Here we go, I thought, my chance to join the science team. Train well, Fritz, I said in English. I pretended to catch myself and smacked my forehead. I'm sorry, I said in German. Sometimes I forget and just say things in English. It is my first language, after all. Fritz gave me another confused look. I admit, I was being pretty obvious about it, but I didn't want Trumbauer to pass me over. Trumbauer walked down the line toward me. I stood tall, stuck out my chest. And the SS man walked right past me. Horst, step forward, SS Obersturmführer Trumbauer said. You have been selected for an elite SRD mission. Horst? Horst? The donkey-faced ogre from our Jungville group? How in the world could he be selected for the science team over me? He didn't know a word of English, and he was proud of it. Horst jumped out of line and threw his arm into the air in a fervent Nazi salute. Thank you, SS Obersturmführer Trumbauer. I would die for the fatherland. I know you would, Horst, Trumbauer said with an appreciative nod. Please join Fritz. He will show you to the training ground. Heil Hitler, Horst yelled, and Trumbauer returned the salute. Are you sure you don't want me instead? I blurted out in German. Fritz turned with a frown, as if I was being a fool to speak out when I wasn't supposed to. Probably was, but I needed to join that team. I am quite confident in the choice I have made, Mr. O'Shaughnessy, SS Obersturmführer Trumbauer said icily. Fritz gave me a quick shake of the head and turned back to Trumbauer, waiting to be dismissed. I cursed inwardly. How was I going to get on the science team? Just be sure the two of you are back this afternoon, SS Obersturmführer Trumbauer told them. We have been invited to a very special event. Whatever it was so special he swelled with joy. Trumbauer was practically glowing. I wondered if the Nazis had finally gotten so desperate they were going to give us tanks and turn us loose on the Allies. But no, it was worse. Much, much worse. This afternoon, the SS Obersturmführer Trumbauer told us, this afternoon we have the great and glorious honor of hearing the Führer speak to us in person.